Hello folks, and welcome to yet another daily chatter. I really hope you liked yesterday's video. As I said at the end of the video, it was made on a mobile video editing application, and it reduced the quality from Full HD to standard HD. But I think it was still pretty good. And you seem to like it actually. So when I have longer projects that I would like to show you, I guess that's how I'm gonna edit them, because I cannot film them in one shot in any way. So anyways, back to today. And it's again CNC turning, not much else today. But let me show you something anyways. So what I'm making now is these pieces. It's just a simple kind of roller. It's symmetrical on each side. And too bad the finish on this side ain't as shiny as on this side, because this is done with a grooving tool, and it doesn't leave as nice a finish as the Tegutech turning tool. But I'm really happy with the bore finish. It's beautiful. Even though it's only a tiny 12mm or half-inch tool, and it's taking 1mm per side or 40 thousandths per side and feeding quite fast, 6 thousandths per revolution or 1500ths per revolution in millimeters, and it's doing it in one pass. So it took me some time to set up the CNC to do this type of work, and it always takes time to set up CNC machines, at least especially for me, because I'm still just learning it. So, and as you can see, everywhere is filling up with pieces, so I will soon bring these to the customer. And yesterday I finished making the studs. I will make more of these, but this is enough for now. It's 400. And what I think is pretty spectacular, just a minute. So, what I think is pretty spectacular is that this tap has now done over 500 tap holes, and it still makes beautiful threads, no issues at all. So really happy with this tap. 500 holes and still going. It's a Fanar. I think Fanar is a Czech company, not quite sure. It might also be Italian. And it has a thin coating. I really like those. They're my go-to product for threading. Yeah. And well, let me show you how I do this. I actually have to measure each one. I mean the bore, because it's pretty accurate. It's plus or minus 200 or plus or minus 3/4 of a thousand. But I'm now confident enough that I'm on, so that I can show you how I do this. So, pulling out the piece. And by the way, the chuck is operated by this foot pedal, in case you didn't know. And then I have a roller somewhere right here, and I'm measuring 95 millimeters. It goes a little bit faster with two hands. Okay, that's 94. I think that's sufficient. Should still clear. So I'm making 100 pieces of this part, so it's if I had a bar puller for this bar size, I would certainly use it, but I'm not gonna make one for just 100 parts. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. So anyways, let's start. And this is the slowest operation of the whole process. I'm using a high-speed steel twist drill to drill the pilot hole, 16mm drill, and that's not what I'm very happy about. I have these solid carbide drills which would be awesome, but I don't have a holder for them. They have an 18mm shank, and I don't have a reducing sleeve like this to fit them. So it's just 100 parts. I can do them with the high-speed steel. And it's also making very long chips, which I don't like. Okay, now for the tiny little Seikotech boring bar, which does an awesome job. And then some drawing. That's it. And it's making 2 parts in a row. Okay, let's go talk about something else. Okay, do you like my tiny little forjaw? So, this is an 800mm forjaw, and it's for my toss lathe. Pretty nice. I don't think I will ever use it because I'll have to pull the cap out to be able to fit this. And if you watched my yesterday's video closely, you may know that I have this drive shaft now welded, and it came out really good. As some of you suggested, I did a practice piece first. I actually would have done that myself, but thanks for reminding me anyways. And somebody also said that this should be stress relieved by heating it up to a certain degree of temperature, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna machine it, and after machining, for the very final operation, I think I'm gonna try to reharden the splines. So that's a project for, if not Friday this week, then it's for the next week. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, my whole workshop is a terrible mess at the moment. It's just a mess of everything. I got too much stuff going on here now. So chips and pallets and pieces everywhere. But in 2 weeks I will have to get all of this stuff done, so this will go. And actually on Friday I will take off all these parts that I have made, so that should ease things up a little bit. Okay, I wasn't supposed to show you this, but looks like she wants to be famous, so here we go. This is Mina, a 9-week-old Belgian Shepherd puppy. She's our little terrorist. She's pretty much either sleeping or eating or doing things she shouldn't do. But she's pretty lovely anyways. Wow. Wow. She's our first dog. Okay, and for the next thing, which is, I wanna get back to this wheel hub just for a minute. It came out real nice. And as you can see, there are some marks from me test fitting it, if this freaking camera would focus. So you can see a little bit of marking, and this is how far it went just by dropping it in by hand. So I think the fit is pretty good. In other words, I probably have to aid it a little bit with the hydraulic press, and also apply some Loctite. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm not sure about the axial offset of this hub to the wheel. If I remember correctly, it was supposed to be offset to one side more than to the other. So I'm gonna let the customer do that himself. And the bearing housings are, one is 3 under and one is 4 under, hundredths of a millimeter. So about 1.5 thou. And that should be a pretty good shrink fit. So I'm gonna heat this and install the bearings. Well, actually I only have one bearing that the customer gave me, so I'm gonna install that, but he's gonna get to do the rest of the installing. And if you wondered why it has these pockets, it's because this has to be light. It's not going to a forklift, it's gonna go to some kind of a tool, which they will have to move often by hand, so it has to be as light as possible. And I still think this is pretty much of an overkill, because the kind of hubs that they have now on their similar tools are made of steel, and they are nowhere near as nicely made as this one, and they must weigh like 10 times more. So this should be pretty good. Don't tell my wife I have it on the kitchen table. Okay, and now just look at the mess the dog's made. Okay, channel of the day. I still don't have the mouse downstairs, so I'm here upstairs. So, Clickspring, today's channel of the day. And let me make clear that the channels that I show you are in no order in any means. I don't like any channel more than the other. Or at least I'm not gonna tell you which I like the more than the others. So I'm just willing to show you channels that you might like. And I'm trying to show you as many channels that you probably don't know, but I will also show you some very obvious channels that most of you know, but some may still not know. And this is one of them channels that you might already know. He has already almost 300,000 subscribers. And this is an Australian or a Kiwi guy, and he's doing really fine little work. And this is pretty much the opposite what you would see from me or like from Abon79. So he's a watchmaker or a clockmaker mostly, and in his little home shop he does some pretty amazing things, and his video work and editing is just spectacular. So he has made this clock all by himself, all the screws, all the gears, all the shafts, everything, and he gives very good details on how to do them. And he also does very much completely manual file work and sewing like this. Not sure why he cut the teeth out. So anyways, if you really want to relax and look at some beautiful accurate fine machining work, take a look at Clickspring. And this time I will post the link in the description. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and until tomorrow. Bye.